Now waypoints are one of the best features on these DJI drones, but most people, they don't use them because they don't have a clue what waypoints are, what they should do. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use waypoints and how you can get fantastic results like this. So we've had waypoints on these drones for a number of years, but it's not entirely obvious. It's actually hidden on the main screen. There's nothing in the settings to control this. So unless you actually understand this icon on the screen, you might actually forget it's even there. Now it's not just on the Mini 5 Pro. We've got waypoints on the Mini 4 Pro, the DJI Air 3S, the DJI Air 3, the Mavic 4 Pro. So don't just think it's the Mini 5 Pro. If you have any of these other drones, you can follow along. Now on the Mini 5 Pro and the Mavic 4 Pro, because it has a rotating gimbal, you can also take advantage of that in waypoints, which I'll show you. So what are waypoints? Well, basically they allow you to create your own custom flight plan on the controller. So you go on, you actually select exactly where you want the drone to go, the drone movements, the gimbal movements, how fast, how slow you want that drone to go. You can get it to perform different things at each additional waypoint, and then you save that. And what the drone will then do, it will then go to the start position and it will fly that automatically. So you create this and the drone then does it. And this is great, especially if you're out filming on your own and you want to get the drone to capture you in moments like this on the screen. All of these examples on the screen here are done via waypoints, and I'm going to show you now exactly how you do it. Now, before I get into that, if you do enjoy tech and drone content, it'd be awesome if you hit that subscribe button, completely free. A lot more videos coming out really soon. And if you enjoy drone content like this, I've got so much all available for free on this channel as well. So you can go and check them out at the end of this video. And if you enjoy this tutorial, you get anything out of it, all I ask, just press that like button. It really does help me out. Let's get into the voiceover and show you exactly how to use waypoints on your drones. Okay, so to activate waypoints, on the left hand side at the top of those icons, you'll see like a squiggly line. You need to click on that, and that's going to then bring up the waypoint menu. This is what you'll see: plan waypoint flight. Now this is pretty confusing. It doesn't really show you what to do. There's no instructions on here, so by the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a good idea. So it's pretty simple to do. All we need to do is now we need to fly the plan you want the drone to fly automatically. So I'm going to fly the drone backwards here. I want it to start from this point. So every time you hit the C1 button, it's going to add a waypoint. So I'm going to start it about here. Now I press the C1 button, and you can see under waypoint it now says number 1. So that's the first waypoint complete. Now I'm just going to go and fly forwards this way, and I'm going to hit the waypoint again. So now I've got 1 and 2. So that's 2 waypoints done. I'm going to continue flying this way. And I'll get to the center issue here in a second, because that's a limitation to waypoints. So now I'm going to increase the altitude slightly. I'm going to change that framing, and now I'm going to hit the waypoint again, press that C1 button. And now I'm going to swing the drone to the right hand side, and I'm also going to increase the altitude. And then I'm going to hit that C1 button again. I'm going to slightly lower that gimbal. I'm going to press the C1 button. So that's 4 waypoints done. And then to finish, I'm going to fly it a bit closer to me. And then I'm going to hit the C1 button for the final time. And that will then record 5 waypoints. So if you've done that correctly, you should have the numbers of waypoints underneath for each time you press that C1 button. If you've pressed it by mistake, you can click on the back arrow you'll see here, and then you can remove waypoints and you can add them again. But once it's done, this is what the drone is going to fly. Now, if we click on those 3 little icons, this will bring you to the next menu. This allows you to control the speed of the drone, what you want it to do when it's finished this waypoint flight, what happens if the signal is lost, and do you want it to actually start at the start position or the end. So because I'm in a lot of trees, I'm going to set the return to home to hover. So at the end of it, it's just going to hover in place. And I'm also going to reduce the speed of the drone. I'm going to take it down to 1.5, 1.2. And then once you've done that, all you have to do is hit the go button on the top right hand side. The drone will then turn around and it will automatically fly to that first start point if you've actually told it to go to the first position. And now you can see it says 1/5, and the drone now is going to fly that custom flight plan I've told it to do. Now, if you keep an eye on it, this is saying 1/5 still, and that will then change to 2/5. That means now it's recording that second waypoint. And it will continue to do this flight plan until it's finished, but you can see it's remembered all the different movements. So I've got it to now swing to the right hand side, I've increased the altitude slightly, I've lowered the gimbal down a bit, it records everything. It is such a great feature. Now let's have a look at it from this angle. So I'm going to have it in front of me. I've already selected C1, so I've got the first waypoint done. I'm just going to fly backwards. Now as I get a bit further back, I'm going to set the second waypoint. You can see 1 and 2 have been selected. I'm going to keep flying backwards, and now I've selected 3 and 4. And then when I'm about a fairly decent distance away, just so you can see more of that landscape, I'm going to lower that gimbal down, and I'm going to select that 5th waypoint. So now click those 3 buttons again. I'm going to increase the global speed of the drone now because we're going into more of an open space. So we'll keep it at 2 meters per second. I'll keep everything else the same: hover, return to home, and waypoint 1 for the starting position. Once I'm happy with all that, I'm going to click go. The drone's going to automatically fly straight back to me. It's going to lower altitude here, come right back to me to that starting position, which is waypoint 1. And this is where it's really easy to actually get some footage of yourself. So otherwise you'd have to be just constantly staring at the drone or the screen and flying this movement yourself, but you can get it to do all this automatically. It's so impressive how it remembers all the different commands that you've told it to do, and you get super nice smooth shots like this. And it gets even better because this is pretty basic. I'm showing you the most basic aspects of this. If you want a follow-up video of more some like advanced waypoints of how you can get it to different things, take photos, etc., I can do that. But especially for beginners, or if you just want to get started on waypoints, then hopefully this video helps you out and you can go out and use it and have a decent understanding on it. One thing I just want to quickly mention is that for this scenario here in this location, I've turned my sensors off just because a limitation to waypoints, as soon as it detects an object or an obstacle like this tree here or these branches, the drone will automatically stop. So if you're flying areas where tight spaces like this, turn your sensors off, but that's only because I'm confident that I know the drone's not going to crash in this area. If you're just starting off being a beginner and you've not done waypoints before, do this in an open space with your sensors on, which is the next example. Back to waypoints in a minute, but I want to show you how you can edit your photos so easily. Look at this photo, great location, but you can make it stand out so much more with little knowledge. The enhanced AI slider will automatically adjust the exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, and saturation all in one slider. You can add structure with this slider, and then you've also got built-in sky replacements. Let's choose this one. Look at the before and after, that dramatic difference, and you have all of these different built-in sky replacements that you can go and choose from. It's what I use for fast edits. They are constantly adding new tools on this right hand side, and it's all done via sliders. Look at this one here. I can dramatically change the look of this photo super fast. Check out the before and the after and the results I can get, and it took literally 1 minute. Now you can use this for your drone photos or regular photos, landscape shots, family shots, even portraits, because it's got built-in skin smoothing. Highly recommend Luminar Neo. It's available on Mac, Windows. They've also got a mobile version on iOS and Android. It's something that I'm using all the time and using it for a number of years. So I'm going to link it at the top of the description in this video. And if you use my discount code, you can also get an extra 20% off. Okay, so another decent one here for revealing this scene. So now I've got my sensors on, I've selected that first waypoint, I'm just going to fly forwards and I'm going to rotate that gimbal upwards as I go to each waypoint. So now I've increased it a little bit more. I'm now going to fly forwards again, and I'm going to increase that gimbal now. So you can see it's on -30 degrees. Now I'm going to increase it up to about -24 degrees. I'm just going to keep doing that so it reveals more of that lake in the distance. Once I've done all this, all I've got to do then is select the 3 little icons on that corner there and select go. And doing that technique is a decent way of revealing that scene all done automatically. So that's another good one to do. Let's move on and show you about the rotating gimbal. So for this one, I've selected the 2x crop mode on the Mini 5 Pro. So you can see it's zoomed in more. I've selected that first waypoint, and now all I'm doing is rotating the gimbal on the Mini 5 Pro at each different waypoint. So you can see now I'm rotating it more to the right hand side. So I'm up to about 21 degrees of rotation. Now, once it's actually reached the limit to the right hand side, which is 45 degrees, I can rotate it back to the left, all the way down to negative 180 degrees. So I'll speed this up and just show you what I do. But each time I'm doing this, I'm moving a little bit, rotating that gimbal, adding a waypoint, moving again, adding the waypoint. Simple as that. So now I've done that, I'm going to select go, and you'll see, if you notice, that the camera has gone back down to the 1x the 24mm. However, once it gets in position, automatically it's going to then remember what you've told it and it will change. So this is all done autonomously. It's now gone and changed to the 2x, and it's going to start that first waypoint, which is a rotation of that gimbal to the right hand side. I'm just going to speed this up for the purpose of this video. So now it gets to that. You can see now it's on 3 of 9 waypoints. Now, if you do click in the bottom left-hand corner on your map, you can see all these waypoints you've selected on the map as well, and it will show you how it's getting to each one. So now we're up to 4 of 9, and it's now starting to rotate to that left-hand side. And you can get some really cool effects now using that rotating gimbal and the 2x zoom and waypoints. So this is how I use it now for filming myself, and this is obviously the fantastic acting skills that I've inherited doing this YouTube. So what I've done here is I've already started. I've got 3 waypoints selected. I'm just flying towards this mountain here, fantastic area. Now, as I've done that, I've already showed you what to do, so just hit go. The drone's now flown back, so it's at waypoint number 1. Now, as the drone starts to fly forwards, this is where I act, and this is where I kick into movement. So you can see now I'm walking here, just out for a nice little stroll, looking around, thinking what this area is. I've never seen this before. This is fantastic. And who would to know that a drone is filming me? I'm just looking around, you know, amazed at this fantastic landscape that I'm currently situated in. However, this is how a lot of people record themselves on Reels, on YouTube, and get these cool shots. It's all done via waypoints. So I hope you enjoyed that. A fantastic feature, Waypoints. If you've not used Waypoints already, go and actually have a go at this. It is such a great feature that not many people use or know about. And I think because it's really like hidden on this screen, it's not obvious what it is. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button. It just helped me out. And if you want any more tips and tricks, don't forget I've got my own digital cheat sheets. Go through different settings on your DJI drones. And I've also got them available in physical books as well. And if you sign up on the website, you can go and actually go to the bottom of the main screen and you can sign up there, because the Mini 5 Pro cheat sheets in both digital and physical are coming really soon. So sign up for that so you can be the first to know about it. So thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.